Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Hi, Karyn.
Good to see you, good to see you. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave Jackson. He's the head Thai boxing and striking coach for the Wolf Slayer. That, of course, is where Rampage Jackson and Michael Bisping train in England.
Yes.
And we're here at the Muscle Pharm location in Denver, Colorado. This is a pretty much literally the definition of state-of-the-art training facility,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So you're going to give us the nickel tour?
Yep, certainly will, if you want to follow through. We've come into the theatre. Basically, we've got a huge screen up here. We've got Xbox. We've got DVD players.
Now, do the guys just come in here to cool down and obviously do press conferences or something like that?
We do a lot of press conferences in here, but we also, it's a chill-out room, but it's also where we sit down and we analyse what's going on. We analyse our opponents. We maybe, take some footage of the guys when they've been sparring. The coaches will come in and sit here and chill out and watch what we've been doing. It's a really great facility, and it's a great asset to what we're doing as well.
Heck yeah.
Through to the main gym.
Thank you. And so this is literally still getting the last nuts and bolts put on and the last coats of paint?
Yeah, I think we're the first team that's used this facility properly for a training camp. As you can see, we've got lots and lots of equipment. I'll walk you through the equipment a little bit.
Okay.
We've got some real specialist things here. A lot of this equipment is designed for specifics, so things like explosive exercises.
Yeah.
We've got machines specifically for doing ab work, but we've also got other machines that are for explosive work. So we can train not just bodybuilders, we can train sprint athletes, explosive athletes, and a lot of this is very specific to MMA.
Well, I would think, yeah, absolutely, but also in football.
Football,
right.
Basketball, you name it.
Yeah.
These guys have got things.
So this is all hydraulic and everything?
Well, it all works off air pressure. So the likes of this is a machine that you can get into and do explosives.
Whoa!
Push back and then do real explosive work.
Cool.
Operates on air pressure, so you can increase the pressure, decrease the pressure, and you can take it up in really small increments, or so you're not just lifting weights on and just going up to the next 5 kilos. It's very, very specific. It's very smooth.
I was just going to say, probably very smooth.
Yeah. Come through the back of it. I'll take you this way. We've got the labs at the back here.
You guys can see I was just finishing up my set over here. I just wrapped up a couple of clean and jerks,
That's the back. Right, through this way we've got a lot of equipment in the back here that helps us with the preparation for the fight. Obviously we've got all the cardio equipment, massager. We've got a hyperbaric chamber.
Great. And now what is the, you hear fighters talk about this all the time. What does it actually do?
It helps with recovery. We're at altitude here, so obviously we're training with deficiency in oxygen. So we're at high altitude. The oxygen levels are somewhere around about, I'm not sure, but at least 5% lower than they should normally be. What this does, it puts him in the chamber, increases the pressure, so that he's probably at something like 2 atmospheres. And that forces the oxygen back into his muscles.
So it's all about quick recovery.
Yeah, quick recovery. And it means that he can train at a high intensity, recover fast.
How long would you spend in there? Do you go take a nap or just?
Yeah, you can take a couple of hours.
Oh, really?
You can spend a couple of hours. You'll fall asleep in it and come out and feel real refreshed and full of oxygen and full of life again. Yeah.
Can I get one of those after I have a good night drinking?
This is an Omega machine. What we do with this, we put these little sensors all over his body.
Yeah.
And instead of guessing whether he's tired, it tells us whether he's tired.
Okay.
So it monitors his central nervous system. So instead of saying, maybe he needs a day off, maybe he doesn't, we don't have to guess. It takes the guesswork out of it. We put him on it every couple of days, and we go, you know what, he needs a little bit of a rest. Right. Or no, he's
cracking in the butt again.
He's crying. Depending which athlete. Some guys, they go, I'm tired. I don't want to train. There's no excuses. It comes up on the machine, tells you you're tired, you're not tired.
Yeah, suck it up, or right. And here,
now, this is a body scanner. This has been a real asset. Basically, it scans your body, gives you a printout, tells you your bone density, tells you your muscle mass, how much lean body tissue you've got on there, whether what's fat, what's and what this does is again takes the guesswork out of cutting weight. It's all right coming into camp trying to cut 20 pounds. Yeah. If you cut 20 pounds and 10 of that's muscle, you're not in the, you're not in the right shape. So this is something that we can put him on a regular basis and monitor, make sure he's holding onto muscle and just losing fat. And that's going to be the difference, I think, in this camp.
And what I know people ask this all the time, but if you did want to just purely burn fat, then do you just get him doing more cardio, or how do you, how now that you know the answer of what he needs, how do you specify that?
It's difficult. It's a combination between what you're eating and how you're training. So, with all this equipment, we can get the balance right. So we know that we're burning fat, we're keeping his muscle mass up, he's doing the right exercises to do that, he's taking all the right supplements here from Muscle Pharm, and he's on a training regime now that's very, very specific to what he's doing, and it's keeping him in good shape. His cardio's through the roof at the moment.
I have to say, I thought Rampage looked to be in tremendous shape.
Yeah, he is. Everybody says, everybody always says, I trained really hard for this fight, but this time he really has.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so let's carry on.
And the fighters literally sleep here? Stay here?
Yeah, we've got some of the guys, are staying in here, some of the sparring partners. It's always great to have them on hand so that, they can put in a full day.
Yeah.
They're on call, we don't have to go finding them or anything. They're either in the cage, or they're in the beds, or in the kitchen.
Yeah, or in the kitchen, exactly. And the square footage on this is roughly what?
35,000 square foot.
35,000. It's like Jay-Z's house,
it's
right?
Huge,
His house is
It's huge.
Wow.
I'll take you through here. I don't know if you can hear it. We've got the running machine on. We have an underwater running machine.
See, now this to me sounds amazing because you hear about hydro training and this and that, how it's less, less impact and better for your body.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. You'll see now when we get through here. Basically, road work has its place, but at the same time, if you're doing a lot of it, it can also create some sort of injuries. And in MMA, we carry a lot of injuries through the sport. So, what we've got in this room, we've got ice bath. We've got the hot tub, and we've got the running machine.
How cold is an ice bath?
Put your hand in. Yeah, and we've also, before you get in it, we fill it up with ice.
That's evil.
So we load the ice into it. And
I would hate that so much.
Okay. Okay, I think you know Tiki.
Yeah.
Karyn, yeah. This is Gavin.
Hey, Gavin.
Basically, Gavin's underwater now. If you can see on the screen, he's on a treadmill. We need the screen there because you can't actually see your own feet, so it keeps you on the treadmill. And you start off jogging in this, and then the idea is that we put the water jets on. And the water jets give you some resistance, or a lot of resistance. Tiki can take the speed up or down and turn the jets on or off. We've got various different workouts that we do on this. Sometimes it's just a slow jog. Sometimes we'll ramp it up, sprint in intervals. The great thing about it is, though, it takes the weight off your body. The pool's real warm.
Yeah, nice.
It loosens you up. And there's no impact. There's no impact at all.
And do you find that a guy, let's say somebody who usually would, go for a 1 hour run on a treadmill or out on the road, how much better is this for them in terms of performance increase or lack of injury?
I think for the maintenance runs that we do on a regular basis, the day in, day out road work, this is fantastic because it takes the damage out of that. It's important for fighters to do road work, but it's also one of the things that can cause back injuries, whatever. This takes that out of it. It takes the injury element away. I don't like running out on the street. But I hate running out on the street. But in here, I'm happy running.
I would do this every day.
Yeah.
How much does one of these cost?
No idea.
It's really killer. Tiki, crank it up. No. Yeah. Don't want to mess with my hair.
You can hold it back.
Yeah. Right. Not that much weight.
Hey, you got to slow these.
That's great. Yeah, I have a good friend who's a fighter who, can't go do road work anymore because his back is messed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so he tries biking and that kind of thing, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. And this way now, again, back into the gym.
Thank you.
And then obviously we've got, you know, the basic tools. We've got the boxing ring, we've got the cage, bag rack, huge mat area, and then we've got this kind of field area which has been really, really good for doing strength and conditioning.
Right.
You know, there's lots of exercises we can do on here. It's got kind of imitation grass. It's just, you know, it's one of those facilities that you name it, it's got it.
Well, I will say this too. It's kind of one of the places, it seems to me, that you come and you kind of can't not get inspired to work out.
No, absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. Everyone that comes along, all the training partners, all the sparring partners, people that have come to visit, you know, they've turned up, and within a couple of hours they're on something training. Yeah, it does motivate you.
I'm telling you, if I had a suit, I would be in that pool right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Rampage trained here for the John Jones fight.
Yes.
So how do you think this facility and what you guys had to offer here helped him, you know, get better?
From a coaching aspect, you know, I've coached a lot of fighters over the years, and when I've come into MMA from Thai boxing, you know, Thai boxing, everything's done in the gym. It's all done in one gym. MMA, it's done in various gyms sometimes, and you know, you need certain facilities for certain exercises. This has got everything. It's all here. We've got everything. His strength and conditioning is here. His nutrition's here. His grappling's here. Everything. You know, his road work. The whole thing's just all together. We've got all the people around us. We've got doctors that have been coming in. We've got physios that have been coming in. We've got nutritionalists. You know, he's getting his food prepared. He doesn't have to move. He's living here. He's lived here for 9 weeks now. You know, he's put a lot of commitment into it. You know, he's behind that wall. He comes in the morning. I walk onto the mat. He's already there. Great. That's the first time I've ever seen that, and I think this place has inspired him to do that. It makes it simple to train.
No, it looks like it would. And is Michael Bisping going to train here for his fight?
I believe so, yeah, I believe so, yeah. Michael, I think, was going to come up last week, and I believe he's coming up quite soon. Yeah.
Great. Because, you know, that fight, I don't know if you heard the call the other day. It's funny because some people say, oh, I don't believe it, I think they really are good friends. And other people say, you know, these people sound like they really hate each other. And
I think they've got to watch the show. I think if they watch the show, you know, I've heard a few inside rumours that it's definitely worth watching.
That's what I heard too.
Mike's a character. What I will say, though, is that I see him winning this fight. Yeah.
How come?
I just think he's got more tools in the box. Yeah. I think he's a tough opponent. I think he's a tough guy. We know he's a tough guy, but Mike ticks more boxes.
Yeah. What's the MMA scene like in England? I know Wolfsler has been around for a long time. Is it growing as quickly as you'd like it to be?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's gone huge. The UFC coming to England, what was it, UFC 72, I think it was, when Mike fought Elvis Sinisic.
Yeah.
There's just been an explosion since then. You know, the MMA had been in England for quite a while, but it was, you know, up and down, and when the UFC arrived, then the explosion started. And I think it's just, you know, it's on a roller coaster now.
Nice, great. Yeah. And we should say once again, this is Dave Jackson, not to be confused with Greg Jackson.
Definitely not, no.
For various reasons that maybe we won't get into.
We finish fights.
Ouch. Well, thank you for the tour. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, Karyn. Hi, my name's Dave Jackson. I'm a Muay Thai coach for the Wolf's Lair in the UK, and you're watching MMA Heat.